$250 buy-in sit-and-go tournament. We're down to our final four. First place is a $1,500 seat to the local Horseshoe Casino quarterly $1,500 buy-in tournament. Second place is $600. Third place is $400. And our next player out goes home with nothing.
Zip, zilch, nada. So this is going to be interesting watching these guys and lady figure out how to attack. You know, are there going to be people scared of the bubble? People attacking the bubble? Can't wait to find out. But with that being said, let's check out the action and get this thing moving right along. The poker clueless, you were just too kind.
Yeah. Annette with 12.3.
She folds, Matt raises.
Matt with 26, and Trevor moves all in with 16.
Now we are playing the game, everybody.
Sorry.
Team peeking in the tournament.
I think this is going to get fun.
Yeah, we have 4 really good players left. Did all have a equal chance here. We'll see if the men try to bully Annette a little bit, trying to play up on normal dynamics, I guess you could say, taking advantage of the tight woman player. So we'll see if they go after her. But I think they might go after each other more, and Annette will just be able to sneak her way in.
Good.
So we will see.
Yeah, I got a feeling it might backfire on him a little bit.
I got a feeling. Ooh.
I think if Nick gets a playable hand here, she'll ship it. At least I hope she does. Put the pressure back on them. She's still got enough where it could hurt him.
Oh, sure. Hit him where it hurts.
Just like Trevor did there.
I hit you guys where it hurts, right in your old eardrums.
Good. Looks like Chris is going to raise it up here.
Chris knows the value of the old King 10 ball.
24, 35.
Hand values definitely go up shorthanded. And Annette moves in.
1 pipper.
Like I said.
So we saw Brett earlier tank it out and then call with King 10. I don't think the same thing's going to happen here.
Like I hoped, Annette, if she got a playable hand, it was going to ship it.
I like that Trevor now. He took the jacket off. The eye of the tiger. Get the Henley shirt unbuttoned a little bit. Little chest hair poking out the top. I have a similar look on my down days.
24.
Trevor raises the King 7.
So Matt just got shipped on by Trevor. I thought maybe that was going to add a little fun dynamic and Matt was going to ship it back, but these pots are crucial. Tell him, Clueless. Can you write Twitch a letter like your congressman? Say, hey, we need to get partnered. So if our fans started bugging the crap out of Twitch, would that work for us, or do we have to do it ourselves? Bug them.
Annette under the gun, 8-9 folds. Matt on the button.
Buddha, we're all people. You should know that with your screen name. Everyone is attractive in their own way.
24.
Especially when they have same chest hair strategy. Wake me up when we see a flop.
Well, I know one person at this table does not care about bubbling.
That would be the other Trevor.
Yeah.
I don't really think anyone really cares. I think it's just some people are more aware of what people's folding ranges are. So if you know you can get away with shoving the king 7 or the queen 4, whatever your hand is, and you know that person's going to fold at such a high percentage of the time, your hand's irrelevant. And a bubble is irrelevant because you know that you're going to be able to get one off from somebody.
Matt raises ace king there and takes it down.
Oh my gosh. I can't believe I say stuff like that.
I wish I could read chat that's going to be coming up here real soon. All right, we need to get two hands together here. Starting to come in already.
A little bit. This hand is brought to you by High Voltage Indoor Karting in beautiful Medina, Ohio. They have a beautiful indoor track with imported go-karts from Italy. They are lean, mean, and they cook around the corners. So if you live in the area, go check them out, High Voltage in Medina, Ohio. I'm sure you can Google them, find their website and all that good stuff. But check them out. They are new business, and they're looking for you to come have a good time.
Website is highvoltagekarting.com.
Okay.
Matt checked and Chris bet.
8's probably coming. I do kind of like that Matt, like, when he double checks his cards, like, flicks them pretty hard for the dramatic effect. Kind of into it.
$10 minutes left in this blind level. It's 6 and 1200.
Yeah, next person out gets the guillotine, so that might be why they're playing a little bit more snug. What's up, everybody? All of our new followers. We do appreciate it.
I'm going to say Trevor's been raising most of the time in this spot.
How long have we been doing this now? 3.5 hours, and I'm still not used to you talking about somebody else with that
And
name.
Annette ships it with queens.
How much does she have? 13K, and you made it 2.4? In position. I don't think I'm shipping that time. Like, obviously I know Chris's hand, or
Right.
Trevor's hand, but your hand is super strong, and you're in position. You know, Trevor might blast out pretty hard on dry flops.
I've noticed also, anytime Annette's called, people have played it kind of cautious against her too.
Yeah, but I guess I mean you're playing cautious against her. At the same time, if you know she's tight and she's gonna fold at a high percentage,
Yeah.
they might be more inclined to barrel harder. As you can see in the top right hand of our screen, Crush Live Poker. Crush Live Poker is a training site created by Bart Hansen, our new best of buddies. If you want to get better at live poker, go there, because Bart Hansen is a freaking sicko. He breaks down live hands, so hopefully soon he'll be using some of our hands, but he uses past hands from Live with the Bike and other venues that he's acquired some footage. But if you never listen to Bart break down a hand, just YouTube him. You know, look at some of his past hands. He will take one hand and break it down for 10 minutes, and you'll be blown away by his overall poker ability. I mean, he's pretty phenomenal.
25.
Chris has the goods this time. He's got the goods.
Ooh. She just calls. Good. Yeah. Afraid she might raise there.
Yahtzee.
Uh-oh.
Where's the bank bells? Where's the bank bells in the chat?
38. Sorry. 38.
We don't have bank bells. We have this. That's what happens when you outflop somebody.
Chris really thinking here.
I guess it's all in or fold. Obviously. How about that for some for some poker analysis? That's what happens, guys.
And I think everybody's getting pretty close in stacks.
Yeah,
here.
we'll see if we can can we pull that up real quick? Do we have a chance? Pull up the chip stacks. 1, 2, 3, splash.
He just yelled at that. I've been doing it every, if there's some significant.
Okay, maybe next hand.
Yeah,
There they
I
are.
thought so.
Pretty even.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be a battle to the finish. Wow, someone has an ace king every freaking hand.
Yeah, it's just about it seems like.
28.
Chris with it 2 hands in a row.
Well, it gets a little bit back after losing a little bit last hand.
Can't seem to match up 2 hands here.
Oh, brother.
Edge of your seat excitement.
Toby, tone it down. No one asked for your opinion. This hands are brought to you by Akron Publishing. They also sponsored our button for the evening. If you need to get a hold of him, do we have a website for Akron Publishing? I bet you can look it up. Either way, if you need anything in the publishing way, check out Akron Publishing. Our buddy Paul Moskowitz is the owner of that company, and he will treat you right.
See a little 3-bet there. Just trading chips back and forth right now.
It's like Inception. I see the chat, I laugh at the chat, you call me out for laughing at that chat, and I laugh again.
Good.
Who's the father and who's the son? That's the question.
3,000.
Wow. I mean, correctly goes all in. Chris keeps getting shipped on and like having like a pretty unlucky spot, but he hasn't like slowed down. Like he's still like
Right.
being pretty active in the blinds and all that good stuff. Moving right along.
I just need Matt. Sorry.
Matt folds.
There they go. We didn't see him, but and they're gone.
I think Trevor will raise here. No.
Nope.
Limps.
I think I'm actually okay with that.
I am too. I don't mind that.
No one's really been employing that at all. And a net has gotten a little squirrely as of late.
Check.
Net flops open-ended. Trevor flops bottom pair.
18.
And a couple backdoor draws.
And that kind of hammered up pretty hard. Buddha, that's an excellent idea. Hopefully I can go to like a Cavs game or something and sit behind the basket and wave my big head in front of the opponent's opponent's basket.
Trevor
behind the raiser.
raises.
Ooh. This could be a very interesting turn card.
And net
That's the one.
gets there.
That's the one we're talking about right there. But, drum roll please, Trevor now has the flush draw.
Yeah, I think she might ship it on him, yeah.
Well, we have a new chip leader.
Yes,
The
we
tables
do.
have turned.
Indeed, they have.
Nice comeback by Annette, though.
Nice turn card. Had that turn card not come,
Well,
she'd
I mean,
be in the basement.
Even just to get there, though, she made a nice comeback.
Sure.
She was getting pretty short.
Yeah, you can't let anyone bully you. You gotta stay true to your game.
Chris under the gun here. Trevor lets it. Oh, no, he didn't. Yes, he did. Ah, we got to walk.
Let the dancing commence.
First one of them in a while.
25 seconds to the next one.
Lines are about to go up. Yeah, they're getting to the point where everybody's going to have like 12 big blinds here.
Oh yeah, I mean this is pretty typical of sit and goes though. I mean once you get down to 4-3-2, no one's usually all that deep. And the sevens are gonna get it done. Ready for the horn? Here comes the horn. Told you.
Looks like they got another blind, or one more hand at that blind level.
Ooh, smart guys got it out ahead of time. I think Chris was tired of Trevor shipping on
Yeah.
him, so I'm gonna let this one go.
16.
I want to see Annette kind of ratchet up the aggression a little bit, kind of turn tables on everybody. No, she's just kind of like sitting, calling. We'll see if she can start being the aggressor here.
Matt with threes.
Raise. 33.
Raises it up to 33. Chris with ace-7 ships it.
This
Trevor
could,
folds. And
this
then
could get
Nat
it done.
folds.
Fourteen,
11-3 to call 23. It's a pretty good price.
33.
It's not really about what you'll have left at this point.
Somebody's going to have to take a chance here sooner or later. Is this the spot he wants to do it?
I just realized the Matt's shirt's on inside out and backwards. When did that happen? He was like all go Buckeyes for the longest time. I just realized it no longer says that.
I didn't notice. Must be his rally shirt.
Apparently. Forgot his hat, so he's rocking the rally shirt.
Chris chipping up a little bit there.
Yeah, they puts him in second or third at this point. We'll find out here in a second. Chris is going to chuck it in the middle.
Trevor moves in.
And it didn't take long, and everyone folds.
Yeah, this goes quick here. Till you get two hands together.
That's somebody, huh?
It's not that was a big sneeze.
Or somebody making a move into a big hand.
That could also do it.
That's usually my play.
See if Matty gets a little squirrely here. Jack 4 just so stinking ugly, yeah.
Wasn't big, but four-handed. Big four-handed.
Do you have a prediction? Next bust out?
It's just so hard to tell. It's the way the stacks are. It could be anybody.
Yeah.
One bad beat, one ill-timed,
Right.
move.
Here's a good hand.
32.
33.
32.
But no love. No love for the king.
Matt with the king-queen.
Raise 32.
This is the same spot where he shipped it last time.
Yeah, almost exactly. Ooh.
Let's this one go. Oh, there we go. Trevor all in.
Call. All in call.
Yeah,
All
he's
in a call.
tired of all the goofiness happening.
Yep.
Pick him off. He's
And we've got a race.
Oh,
wow.
that's a big there.
If we can get
I'm
an
guessing that-
overhead shot.
I'm guessing some fives at
You got it. You probably got it.
You'll have to count them. You go back and forth on the lines. I don't know.
So Matt will have like 1.3 left.
I faded the world. Thought for sure there was a spade coming on the turn.
One of the
jack isn't.
Jack's not red, yeah. I might have some. There we go, Mark.
Wow.
12, 14.
People are discussing Dani Negreanu streaming on Sunday, and he was on his laptop, and he just took the laptop with him into the bathroom,
Yeah.
and just took a whiz. No big deal. Just relieved himself. But it stirred up quite the conversation on Twitter and all over Twitch there. It's pretty funny. It's pretty funny. Mike McDonald, aka Timex, was like, me and 4,000 of my closest friends just watched Daniel Negreanu take a whiz. That was pretty funny.
Somebody else I saw on Twitter said that Negreanu puts the P in poker now.
Heyo! Sign them up. Put them on SNL. Yeah, that's what I give that joke. Well, we have a new chip leader now. Trevor is now in the driver's seat of this tournament. But things can change in a hurry.
And Matt is on life support.
I didn't know. The family is gathered around the hospital bed. They are pulling a plug, and they're just hoping that maybe he can breathe on his own.
And I believe he might be all in the blind. Nope.
Oh, they pulled up the chip counters just for fun, just to show him that he has less than a blind. And they gave him the old 9 Dewey just for fun.
I did 16, sorry.
6 on the side.
One player's all in.
We got a player at risk. Wish him luck, chat. He needs it. He needs some deuces in a hurry.
Check.
Or some
More
hearts.
hearts.
Now he just needs
Check.
Yeah, he's
the board to be a straight.
or running hearts.
Running hearts or running deuces.
God, that was good.
Nah.
No. Any other way it happens. So we'll see if Matt wants to come back and hang out with us. If not, we'll keep on keeping on.
And the bubble has burst.
Let's see if this gets people going cray now.
I'm not sure it will. Usually it does in a normal sit and go, but with that $1,500.
So Trevor
seat up top,
has Chris and Annette covered combined.
yeah, he has half the chips in play here.
Congratulations, players.
Big blind owner.
They want you to interview him if he comes back here. That's what they're asking for.
Me?
Yeah.
I'm not very good at that. So.
Hard pass?
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
32.
I just wanted to let you know what the people are asking.
I appreciate it, but you don't want to hear me ask anybody any questions. I'm dumber than a stump.
I would argue that, but that's okay. Buddha, I don't know how that came out of my mouth. I felt instantly ridiculous after I said it.
After you said what?
I can't repeat it.
Oh.
It's like the first 3 letters of the word crazy,
All in.
pronounced the same way. The bubble has burst and the chips are getting in the middle already.
Yeah, I'm expecting Trevor to use his stack like a sledgehammer now. See what
Annette has the button here.
with an ace, 3-handed.
36.
Oh, right there. Yeah, you know where the room is, right? I'm sorry, I missed that.
36 hold for it.
And she takes it down. We never got to see Trevor's cards.
But and then Annette takes it down. Troy is working overtime tonight. Well, we did. We got our interview in the building, so we're having him come sit down. I'll ask him a few words. If you guys have any questions for Matt, let me know, and I'll do my best to try to read them and ask them.
32.
Say Chris makes it 32. I think everyone's gonna fold. What's up, Matt? Sorry to bring you in here after bursting on the bubble, but other than that, did you have a good time out there?
Yeah, I mean, it was fun. I like sit and goes. Blind just got high, so I couldn't really fold.
Well, Well, you got
coin flips.
put in a pretty tough position like 3-4 hands before that with the pocket threes.
Yeah.
I mean, it's basically the same situation. You know,
Right, it was coin flip.
you're just flipping everywhere, so
Yep.
you're trying to figure out the best position to flip. But we do have a consolation prize for you.
Uh-oh.
Being the
More
bubble boy,
pairs?
more Pez,
Yes.
and you didn't necessarily Hulk out on the stream, but we did give you the Hulk in case you were super tilted and you needed to display your
Awesome.
anger in some sort of fashion. But so obviously 4 sucks, but I thought you played great. Early on, you're just getting smashed with the deck. I mean, I think every big pair, where was it at? Matt had it. But do you have any memorable hands you want to talk about? You can pull up top of your head.
Oh, the ace king when I had to fold that on the river. That was a big one. It wasn't a huge pot, but there was not too many things that beat me out there.
Well, that's when I ran out like really sick.
Yeah,
like
3 hearts and 4 to a straight.
4 to a straight, 3 hearts, like all the king queens, queen jack combinations all ran there. Yeah, it was pretty good. That was against Annette, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I can't exactly remember she had you, but I don't remember how or when it got there. But obviously you pop top, you feel pretty awesome about it, and then all of a sudden it just takes a nosedive on the river when she shows tons of aggression.
I played the hand bad, but trying to get value out of it. Didn't work out, so
yeah.
I made a good fold on the river though, saved money, but
right. So I'm guessing you've played with some of these guys. With the people that you weren't familiar with, was it tough to kind of adjust and try to figure them out on the fly?
I mean,
or is it just kind of standard like
sit and goes? There's only so much to figure out in a sit and go. I mean, yeah, I played with Chuck and Chris and Mike to my left before, so other than them, yeah, I kind of just figured it out as I went along.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like general sit and go strategy, obviously doesn't matter until you get to top 3.
Yeah.
But like early on, it's kind of like you kind of wait. Well, you didn't really have that luxury. I mean, you were getting monster hands over and over again, so I didn't know if that like made you like want to change your strategy, because I mean, it kind of looks like you're like an aggro monster. Like you're in every pot, but you had queens, kings, jacks, queens again, quads.
Yeah.
Like everything. So like, did you feel like you were like seeming like you wanted to like kind of change your image as the game went? Seeming that you were in a lot of pots, did you kind of want to like shift down a little bit? And
I mean, yeah, I tried to chip up early, and then when we got down to 7, 6-handed, I tightened up a little bit to try and just get to the 3 and then go for it. And nobody got knocked out for a while, so
the
blinds went up, and
we pulled up the chip counts at one point when you guys were 4-handed, and I think there was like maybe like 500 difference between the 4 of you.
I counted
it was like
stack.
really close.
I was like 20,200, and 20,000 is the average stack, obviously, and I knew we were all right there, so average stack's 9 big blinds. It's almost a crapshoot. It's just whoever wins the coin flips, or if you get a couple coolers in there.
Sure. I mean, there was like a ton of like, raising small blind, getting shipped on, raising button, getting shipped on.
Yeah.
But it seemed like it didn't really slow you guys down though. Like you guys didn't like go, well, they're always gonna raise.
Right.
Like, you guys still like were like, kind of putting pedal to the metal and just still kind of like grinding out there, like trying to like get as much fold equity as you possibly could have to steal the blinds.
Yeah, you got to keep raising. You can't just keep folding. You'll just get blinded out if you wait for big hands.
You hear that, chat? That's a good tip for everybody. Just because you get raised every now and again, you still have to.
Yeah, you still got to do it.
Keep the foot on the gas and just keep after it. Just because, I mean, obviously if there's antes, I think it'd be even more profitable to be raising as often as you were.
Right.
But still, like stealing it 1 out of 2 times, you're still practically breaking even.
Yeah. You're if you steal 2 and then you get re-raised on 1, you're pretty much even. So just keep doing it.
Well, it looks like I had the hand backwards in my head. I initially thought that Chris opened with.
That's a big hand.
Opened with the ace 2, but actually Trevor called. Trevor raised, Chris called.
I wouldn't be surprised if Trevor called here with queens and jacks on ace high. He might think it's good.
Mm-hmm.
Chris is obviously going to bet.
It looked pretty small.
54.
Yeah, about 1/3 of the pot.
Oh,
that was a magic number, I guess.
He went all in. Oh, I didn't hear him. I thought he was folding.
When did that happen? Oh, so it went bet, ship,
and he
snap?
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. So they're heads up now.
I think Trevor will have
got
about
him covered, so
10K back or so. Maybe a little more. Maybe even 20.
I didn't realize. I forgot.
Yeah, the graphic
I forgot Trevor had all my chips, so.
Right. So you might have like high teens or about 20-ish.
63K in the pot, so Chris is gonna have about 75% of the chips in play here.
So the chat wants to know what happened with the shirt change.
Oh, I definitely did the inside out backwards maneuver.
Is that something you commonly do?
No.
First time?
Yeah, I just did it to see how many people would notice.
They did. The funny part is I did not notice until like 20 minutes ago. I'm like, oh, wait a second.
Yeah,
like,
because there's not much, there's no tags. So
yeah, there's no
you
tag.
wouldn't really pick it up unless you didn't see the Ohio State
Yeah, I mean,
logo.
we had a couple of OHIO chants going on in the chat early on, and but I was very confused. I was like, wait, I was like, is this like a real life like a body like rally cap? You're just like, instead of like putting a hat on backwards or like a fin, you're just like, oh, screw it, I'm gonna turn my shirt inside out.
Yeah, I just want to do something make everybody laugh that's watching.
It worked for me.
Yeah.
So did you have anybody at home watching for you, scouting it out to kind of give you some updates on your phone or anything?
Yeah, I had a few people that keeping me updated on what was going on.
Did you find that beneficial? Like,
yeah, I mean, not that much, but you find out somebody's more likely to bluff or not.
yeah,
you know?
I think like information like that is probably slightly more conducive, like in a cash game where you're gonna be playing with them for
for a long time. And sit
4
and
or
go,
5, 6 hours.
it only goes so far because at the end, the first 12 hands we saw one flop. So.
Right. Yeah, because I mean, just dynamics change so rapidly in a sit and go format, just because you have
1250.
20 big blinds and you have 8 and you have 30, and it's very different from cash where everyone's averaging 80 plus big blinds for the
Right.
majority of it.
Yeah, that's why you chip up early, and then depending on how much you actually have, you could sit tight until you're in the money and then go for it all. But
Another all-in moment here.
Now it's just a good three-handed, right?
I'll take a deuce.
I can't see.
There it is. Nice hand.
wow.
Well, it looks like a net's gonna be our and just the king of the rivers to add extra spice.
I was around 10K.
Oh, and I actually had him covered. I didn't realize she had
Yeah.
that much.
Yeah.
She can't be too bummed out. She actually won herself a main event seat
Yes, she was
earlier
telling me
on,
about that.
so she's still on cloud 9.
Yep.
15,200.
And she's not out. She's severely short stacked, but she still has a chance.
Yeah, she's gonna have to get it in within the next couple of hands here.
4,000 I'm coming back with.
All right, Matt. Well, I appreciate you very much for coming back and hanging out with us.
Yeah,
not
thanks for having
not
me.
everyone did so, because until it happens, and sometimes you're ticked off and you want to get out of here.
Yeah, it's a little frustrating, but in the tournament when the blinds are so high, there's only so much you could do. So
Definitely.
I wouldn't do it any other way.
Well, enjoy your Pez dispenser, sir, and have yourself a great night, and hopefully to see you on the air sometime soon.
Yes, sure. Thanks.
Yep. Have a good night.
Come on.
All in and all in, and a folding.
36.
Annette actually has the best of it here. She doubles up. She'll be about. Everyone's got their poker face. I can't tell who's winning, who's losing.
And the Jack 9 gets there. And the net will be in here in a second.
just when you got cozy.
Guys.
Nice playing, Matt. Very good.
Thanks.
And we are heads up.
And I do know that several of the players have asked if we could run a sit and go again next week, which would be the Monday before the tournament. They're wanting to try and get in
Well,
again.
that was a good question. I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll have to talk about it.
Yeah.
I know a lot of our viewers do enjoy the cash games, but we will see. We'll figure it out. Those of you who are in the chat room right now, what do you guys like? Do you guys want to do another sit and go, or do you like the cash games?
All right.
This is your time to use your voice.
Looks like Annette is here to talk to Trevor. I'm going to get up one more time.
Get up, stand up.
It's a dead button first, because she was there and it just.
Well,
It doesn't matter.
it actually needs to go to him because.
Edge of your seat excitement.
Overtime. There's some sort of like headphone monster that always attaches himself to Paul's legs. So every time he walks away, he yanks into the floor. If you're wondering what all those weird noises were.
He acts first in this.
Correct.
Okay.
This is one spot.
Welcome, Annette.
Thanks, Trevor.
You can go ahead and throw the headphones on if you want to hear all the excitement.
Okay.
Third place,
Third place.
not too bad.
I'm happy with my play.
Sure, absolutely. Only lady at the table, right? No, it's like one of two. But you were down there, shorthanded, only lady, stood your ground.
I did.
Made
I had them both
made
times.
those boys whimper. But yet they got pretty lucky on you. Obviously pretty unfortunate. Did you know you're going against a 2-time Heartland Poker Tour final tableist?
No, I did not.
Yeah, that's Trevor. He made 2 final tables.
Oh, he doesn't scare me. Come on.
I don't know him, but he looks like he works out every now and again, so he scares me a tad.
He's a good player.
He is. He's good, and Chris as well. So I mean, you went toe to toe with and Matt, and I mean everyone at the table was awesome, but you know, shorthanded, you went against some real cutthroat poker players, and you held it in there real well.
I enjoyed it. It was
Definitely.
a good table.
So this is what, fourth time on the table? Third?
I think so, yeah.
Third or fourth, something like that.
Yes, maybe third.
Time flies, you
Yes.
know.
Yes, it
But
does.
so I'm guessing you didn't really have too many nerves going into this.
No, not at all.
It's because I mean this is old hat. You know, this is just like in a regular poker game. You forget about the cameras and the fact that we have people talking and yapping about everyone's play. So that's probably an advantage to someone that would be new to the table. You know, like Goldie, Trevor, Steve. I think we're our 3 new guys. So do you think was there any bit of advantage you could feel being that you were the veteran of the table?
No. I mean, you just play
By the
your
way,
game.
sick turn card. Trevor was open-ended-ish, but he's hit the gut shot for the proverbials.
He's picking a good time to get the cards, huh?
Yeah, this is a good time to get hot.
Yeah,
Most
it is.
definitely.
Chris does a good job of reading people too.
He does, and he really does a good job of finding really good folds.
Mm-hmm.
Like I mean, that was slightly more obvious, but the 10 of hearts is obviously a really good bluff card because if Chris doesn't have a straight, like how can he really come along other than like having like maybe a big dime or something? So it's a really tough spot to be in. Like does Trevor really have it, or does he know that this is a good card for him to bluff? So, but Chris made a great fold, and they move on to the next hand. I think the stacks are about maybe 30-ish to 40-ish, something like that.
They should be.
No,
really
it should be more than that
close.
because we have 80K on the table.
80,000, yeah.
About, so.
They're both playing really well.
They are. Chris played on our table last week at the 2-5 game, and he was phenomenal. I mean, he got up early, and sometimes when people do that, they have a tendency to give it back. He, however, did not. He pretty much rode the wave throughout the whole game.
He was pretty patient,
Mhm.
picked his spots. I watched that, yeah. He did a really good job.
Uh-oh. This would be not a good spot.
But you almost have to think Trevor's making a move because he does it so often.
So what? Early on, not so much, but I mean, I think he's, pretty good at sit and goes. I think he realized like there's a certain kind of time you almost have to flip that switch, and just really ratchet up the aggression level, and kind of go after your opponent's raises. Because if you kind of get that image of, I'm only raising the goods, later in the tournament, that image is kind of be burned in people's minds, allowing you to kind of get away with spots.
He does a really good job of it.
So do you want to tell? I mean, we've talked about it a bunch, but do you want to kind of talk about your recent victory and your trip you're planning for the summer?
Yes, I won a seat to the World Series main event.
Cool,
in July.
cool.
Pretty excited.
Have you decided which day you want to play?
I want to play on Monday.
Is that day 1,
That's
2,
day 2.
or day 1B? I guess it would be. Right?
Is
how you
that
say
how
it?
it runs?
Yeah, I think it's
It starts
ABC.
Sunday. Yeah.
45.
So that's amazing. Obviously, bucket lister for mostly everybody. If you're in a chat and you don't want to play the main event, then you're kind of a weirdo. But yeah, basically, everyone's bucket list play the main event. Are you gonna kind of be, I use the term fanboy, and just kind of like go and scout it out and try to find your poker heroes and try to get some signatures and stuff like that?
Oh yeah.
It's fun. Like we were talking about a little bit ago. I mean, they're so accessible and so amazingly friendly out there. You would think like they wouldn't be so, because I mean they're playing for millions of dollars, that they'd be so locked in. But they fold a hand. They come to the rail. They say what's up. You know, sign something. So I hope it really works out. Ooh. Trevor just moved all in. Sorry guys, I didn't really call any of that action. I was talking about how cool Las Vegas is. Anywho, going out there is amazing. It's just cool. I mean, you're just walking down the hall of Rio, and you're just like, oh, there's Vanessa Selbst. Oh, there's whoever, Phil Hemmings. You're just like, you're peeing next to Daniel Negreanu. Like, it's just crazy.
Yeah.
It's like where are these, like it just seems like the world just shrinks into that one little building, and like all the people you care about in one little space. So it's really, really neat. So I'm super happy for you.
Thank you.
I hope you win. Obviously,
Yeah, well.
I'll come out. I'll come out. I'll be out there in November. I'll be cheering you on. I'll get a fat head of you.
Still got to work on my game a little bit, but
We all do.
yes.
What do you guys think? We get a big one of Lisa Annette when she goes to the final table. All in the crowd, just what? Poker Clueless. Thank you for the $5, my man. That was awesome. Appreciate it.
All right, Paul, I'm going to let you back here. It is my bedtime, gentlemen.
Well, thank you so much, Annette. We appreciate it so much for you hanging out with us.
Thanks, Trevor.
Sleep tight.
Have a good evening.
You too. Chris gets it done. So we're like 25 to 54K.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be much longer. I actually thought that hand with top pair and second pair might be it.
So 12 binds versus what? 17? Is that math right? If it's gonna be like a king queen versus like a ace-6 is what we're gonna see, and I'll get in the middle.
I know heads up, it's tough to fold second pair.
It's tough to fold anything. Especially these two guys have been, grinding out all night, learning each other's tendencies. It's not easy.
I tell you what, I really would have liked to play tonight. It'd been fun.
It's been really fun. I love sit and goes. Well, we shuffle up the cards and deal them out. If you want to follow us on Twitter, and we'd love if you would, at Poker On Air, that is us. I think Paul went around and took a lot of pictures tonight, so I'm sure he'll be posting those in the coming days, if not hours. And you can hear about all of our upcoming interviews or our upcoming streams. So just follow us on Twitter. Word on the street is Chris Moneymaker followed us today, as well as Bart Hansen. So we do have a couple poker celebs under our belt. But if you don't want to follow them, which seems silly, you can follow me at t.1512. I will follow you back, and we can have some fun conversations.
I was just last hand on it.
Alright, I must have missed something. Hold on.
Not sure what the holdup is.
Hold up. Hey. There's a shot of our chip counts.
3-1 chip lead.
One double up though. We'll flip flop. Well, actually, we'll get about even.
45.
Donations are red on the stream. I can't feel bad for Chris right now. He's just getting junk. Trevor's getting like raisable hands over and over again.
It's so frustrating.
Buddha. Calm it down, my man. I'm spoken for.
Limp and a check.
Ooh.
Oh, now Chris gets the open ender. Trevor has top
Might as
pair.
well check. Get a free one. But if I was him, I'd probably bet too.
2,500.
What's it gonna be? It's gonna be a queen or a 7. Ooh.
Ooh, that could, big bet here could maybe get him off. I don't know.
I mean, he'd have to shove, and shoving looks so weak.
He's making his mind up for him.
4,500.
Dan, knock it off. People are gonna be so confused who I am.
Is he still calling you by that other name?
Yeah, Nerd Voice, my main man Nerd Voice pops in, you know, he's been missing all night, and he thought I was playing, and then Dan's like, no, the guy in the booth is Troy. Guys, killing me.
I love crafting.
If you guys follow me on Twitter, you can call me Troy all you want. At T.1512. Yeah, Nerd Voice just thought I bulked up and got a haircut and threw away the suit.
4,500.
Yeah, he's got to ship it.
Does he want to do a flippy do? I think that's pretty close.
I was wondering what his range would be there to raise like that.
I don't want to accept it. I know it's real. I just don't want to accept the fact that I'm Troy.
We'll have to look in.
I'm tweeting Bart tomorrow. I'm gonna make him get on the stream and rectify the situation. No. I tell Bart what to do.
Oh,
Is he still listening? Oh man.
You better hope not.
Me and Bart are boys. When I go out to Vegas, me and Bart are gonna go paint the town. What's up, All In Matt? Thank you for the donation of $1.69. 169 is better than 069. That's what they always taught me in school.
Appreciate it very much.
Dandy Polly, thank you for hanging out. You will now be notified every time we go live.
Which will be next Tuesday, 7 o'clock Eastern Time.
Every Tuesday. Tuesday.
Not exactly sure yet what game we're going to be running.
4,500. All in.
I think we're gonna do. Oh, I thought for sure he's calling that time.
Oh, that's great.
I'll play through. Yeah. Or do you want to break? We'll play through if we can.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk him out.
Okay. What do we
I think I just heard Golf Ball Paul say he's gonna walking some dude out.
Should be 12. isn't it?
Hopefully it's a net. Hopefully he's just being a courteous man walking out to her car.
And then 15 threes the next one.
I think we're going to skip the break here and just play it out.
Wolfie, you want us to stream some live Monopoly next week? Is that what you're asking for?
24, right?
Yeah.
I'd be down for that.
As long as I get the battleship game piece, that's all that matters to me.
I want to be the car.
Got 300 coming back.
Cream Pie's got a Twitter. Cream Pie, give him your Twitter handle.
At mostly hard. Excuse me.
At mostly hard-ons? You shouldn't say that. That is
no,
ridiculous.
that's not what I said. At mostly harmless.
You almost
No
said an accident
vowels.
at that time. You should see if at cream pie is available.
Yeah, I'm sure if you look that one up, you might find something you didn't like.
I'm trying to figure out when we're just gonna be like just shoving every hand. Like when do raises like become irrelevant?
5,200.
Yeah, I actually thought he might call that last shove, but I think he thinks he's got no reason right now to play a huge pot.
I also keep forgetting like they're actually playing for something fairly significant.
Yeah.
You know, a $1,500 seat at this next tournament that they're playing for. I mean, first place could be 40, 50K. So I mean, to parlay $250 into 50, 60K or whatever I just said is pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's not like our normal tournaments where the difference between first and second is
Exactly.
$100.
Yeah, it's 48, right?
Yeah, it's 48.
No, we're not mature. We're far from mature. Trevor just keeps getting it though. Like ace 10, king highs, jack 9 suited, and Chris is just getting. Watch, he's at the 4-5 now, and Chris will have like the deuce 3. JK. Wake up. Everyone's still there.
Chris with king 8. I don't want to talk too loud and get anybody
Ship it.
woke up.
This is going to be the most interesting all-in I was ever going to see. There we go. Nope.
No, just called.
That was fancy.
I think he called planning on calling a
348, right?
What does Trevor have?
Pocket pair.
Deuces.
I don't think you can limp there.
No, I think you have to call. Just
Yeah.
call. Just call. Just do it. Do it for the fans.
There it is.
There we go. Flip City.
King 8 versus 2s. I think I saw a king. I did.
Wait for it.
I did.
Okie dokie. Oh, we're going to be even Steven. 40K for each.
Now it gets fun
So
again.
buckle yourselves into your seats.
We could be here
and-
all night.
Edge of your seat excitement. A battle of epic proportions. The tables have turned.
What's up, Craig Pullen? Bet 101 dealer. Nice shout out to Jay Carves, and thank you so much for the donation.
No, we're doing 1224. We're just, and then we're gonna do 18-3 now. That doesn't show up on the TV, so.
Trevor with 41.
52. Short wall.
You guys hear Toby a little bit ago? You got a little out of order.
14.5.
Think we have a new chip leader.
We do.
The operation was a complete success.
Word.
Back and forth, back and forth.
It's like a tennis match.
I'm sorry, what?
Can somebody else deal? I need to get out of here.
Yeah. Paul? Paul?
What?
You have to do this name?
Deal? Yeah.
We need to clear this hand out of there first. Well, our chip counts are not going to be quite accurate because that last hand was not.
Trevor, I'm sorry, did you raise that?
Yeah, he raised.
What was it now? 52?
No,
I
this
fold.
that hand you just folded. It was a walk.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
This last hand was a walk.
Last hand was a walk.
Yeah, next Tuesday.
First one of those heads up.
Well, I gotta call my Uber ride.
Well, Jerry has to take off. Our awesome dealer. We want to let Jerry know that we appreciate that a ton. Him coming and
Are we
dealing
doing
for
the
us.
iPad
He does
too?
a fantastic job.
And if one of these guys need me to fill in for him to play, I can do that.
Hold on. Here's the button which makes you the small. Some other button got missed.
It's underneath, it's on the same spot as the small. You won't see it. It'll just say small and big.
Well, how do I switch it to Trevor?
Well, you can move the arrow.
Boop 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 boop.
Okay, hit the button on Trevor.
Yes.
Okay, so dealer.
Nope,
go
nope,
like this.
nope. Do.
That I don't have to work in the morning.
The small needs to be.
Me neither.
like that. Now the big is on Chris.
New dealer hype. Mr.
Alright,
Belvedere
button is here,
taking out for the night.
right?
B-Mill, you
Dealing
making
you
some
first.
friends tonight or what?
Okay. Okay, let us know when the cards are ready.
Good.
Action here. And a fold.
Back-to-back walks.
Pretty reasonable though. You will not wear a belly shirt on air.
Who, me?
Dan.
Oh, yes, he
There's
would.
one in the red.
Yes, he would.
No, I know he would. I'm putting the kibosh on
Yeah,
right now.
okay. We won't let him, but he would wear one.
How can I focus on the game?
Fold.
I'm thinking maybe we gave him a halter top.
Buttons on Trevor.
Keep the girls in line. Golf ball, Paul. GBT.
Paul already won his $1,500 seat to the horseshoe tournament.
First.
When did Paul get so tall? Play for blood. Nagged. 247. Both you guys, thank you for the follow.
I'm gonna say we might see. A
Yeah,
call here.
I think he's gonna stick around here.
You got a dirty stack there.
What's up, Ryan C? Thank you for the donation. This donation hype's getting pretty awesome.
Yeah, that's quite a few tonight. That's great.
Check.
Chris with bottom pair.
This is kind of gross just because, you know, Trevor did 3-bet and that board looks like it just mushed him right in the face. Who's thinking about cheeseburgers right now?
Me.
I was trying to sing like a man and I couldn't even come close to that note. I'm not sure if you heard that little squeal. That was me doing my best impression.
Really
I'm
thinking
not so
about
sure I
it.
could see the message. Somebody else donate. Let me see if I can see it.
See what?
They said they write a message when they donate, but I don't think I could see it from here.
Yeah, I'm not.
So
seeing it.
if somebody else donates, maybe I can check it out and I will read it, and you guys can laugh at me.
Might be too small for us to see up there.
That's I'm not gonna go there.
I can barely read the names from here.
So this is like serious tank mode as we get back to the action. So Trevor bet 5.2 pre, now he's betting 5.2 after the fact. And Chris sadly lets it go.
And the chip lead switches back.
It's getting hot in here.
That's right, Tobes.
And we are at 1428. I'm thinking this is probably going to be the last blind level. Yeah, there's something up underneath there.
Action is on Chris. The card's good. Action on Chris.
Can you see me without laying down? Is that what that said? I think I'm missing out on some sort of joke.
Chris with a pair.
And a call.
Raises it up to 5, and Trevor calls with King 8 suited.
Check.
That was kind of a funky check. Did you notice that? It was like the arm extended, then like the brain had to tell the fingers to touch the table. Blurp.
It was check, check.
Check.
That was a little quicker.
35.
A little teensy bit.
And a fold.
And the pendulum swings back the other way.
That's right. Someone tell these guys that there will not be a firing squad to the person who gets second place. Does anybody else have any more funny donation antidotes they want to add in here?
We have to do something so we can see that better next time.
Trevor. Fold.
Oh, Craig. Oh my gosh. I just like blew snot out of my nose laughing so hard. You guys are insane.
Well, Craig, Trevor's blowing snot bubbles over here right now.
Oh my gosh, that was a ticket. Yep, I'm all clean now though. I got myself cleaned up. This snot catcher under my nose is not really ideal for that though.
Sometimes I'm glad I can't see the chat real well from over here.
Liquor Poker. Thanks for the follow. D-boy.
On Chris. Call.
The donator wants to know why I'm touching them under the table. My arms are not that long.
I was just asking if you checked.
Oh, yeah.
But thank you
That
for...
was me.
Thank you. Oh. You donated... Oh, you could just get handed me $1. That'd been fine. Check you later, Poker Clueless.
Check.
It's been a blast. All you guys are my new best friends.
Chris with the straight draw now. Trevor
Four.
bets. Four, 5, 8, or 3.
Call.
I couldn't read that one, guys. I'm really sorry. I was trying really hard.
Yeah, it's kind of small. We're about 10 feet away from the screen.
7.
If B-mailing, if you could caption the quotes from the donations, I will gladly read them after you post them on there for me.
More.
Oh, wow.
Yes, sir.
15. And a call.
I couldn't see it.
Here's $1 for whose pleasure?
All right.
Thanks for all the donations, guys. This is turning into a pretty fun game.
I'm gonna have to get up every time now and walk across the room so we can read them.
Maybe one of us should just stand over there.
Trevor back with the pretty substantial chip lead again.
Yeah, I think we're finding ourselves towards the tail end. Yeah, 56K versus what's left, 24.
Yeah, a little over 24.
So literally has exactly 10 bigs. You guys are fun. This is like the most like I feel like goofy the chat has been up to this point. But you guys are like not being like dumb about it. Actually, these are pretty creative, goofy comments. So I'm in awe of your creative genius over there. Thanks for the donation, Suda Dan. To answer your question, the reason I don't touch you out of the table is because I gotta keep it. You know, PG for the most of the time. If I'm touching you on the table, then you're not gonna be able to talk clearly during the stream.
Chris limps in.
Well, the ladies came, but that's a whole different situation.
You get one back.
For all different reasons.
And Trevor checks.
Seven of clubs for the win. For all the funds.
Three.
That's going nowhere. This is actually turning into a pretty epic heads-up battle here.
Yes, it is. Kind of fun to watch. There's a cooch walking in front of the camera.
Oh, man. Go ahead, chat. Have fun with that one.
Good.
That's our tournament director, Mark Kucherfella.
He's the Terminator.
52 straight.
Oh, ew, so sick. It makes it play with 10-3 and that's the best hand. Bye, Poker Clueless. Thanks for hanging out.
We're at 56-24.
A battle of epic proportions.
I love the sound of Toby in my ears. Wow, Donkey Darren letting it rip on Brent in chat.
Chris.
Really?
A little bit. It's funny.
Chris with deuces here.
5.
Makes it 5.
What does Trevor have besides the superior name?
Yeah, Jack 5 suited.
That's This is almost exactly the same board when Chris had deuces last time. Except it went check, 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 bet, fold.
I can't even remember that far back anymore. All the hands are starting to blend together.
You did too many drugs.
Oh, you have no idea.
I wasn't setting you up for an omission. You're supposed to say drugs are bad.
They are.
They make you a bad poker player.
I'm a shining example why kids should just say no.
A shining example of those PSAs about your brain on drugs.
Yes.
And a call.
I used to be fairly intelligent.
You do okay in trivia crack every now and again.
Ooh, Chris flops top pair and checks it. Nice.
How much was that? 5. I thought you said pot, and I was like, what?
Actually, in a no-limit game, that's not a legal bet.
Call.
It just calls.
First, check.
Now he's got an open-ended straight in top pair.
Wow, he's just letting him go.
65.
I mean, Chris knows he's never ever funny. He knows, like, he's just, can I get max?
All in. Fold.
And we're back.
No,
The
now
other
Chris
way.
takes a chip lead. He's got
Yeah,
it
we're back the other way.
We should do a like some sort of challenge. Whoever can predict the ending time of this heads up battle. I got like 11:40 right now. Any predictions out there?
Hey, I didn't move yet.
I'm rooting for 11:42.
Ooh, we should play. Oh, I don't know how. I'm not sure how we could play Laden Thinks right now with all you people in here. We should figure that out sometime. Because Laden Thinks is like the best game there ever was invented.
Well, I could think of the answer, and you could play with somebody on the chat.
That's true. I just don't know how we'd reward them.
Gonna fold.
We'll think of something. We'll come up with it. Think about it this week, and we'll come up with something next week.
Think about it. Dan, you still hanging out? Where'd you go?
He probably made his donation and went to bed.
You've got to be kidding me. Oh my gosh. Have a field day, kids. Have a field day. Oh my gosh. I love all you guys. Pot committed, that's right.
3 minutes left in this blind level.
I'm just staring at chat, waiting for it to hit their ears. There's one.
Blind.
Wait for it. Oh.
Chris with ace king here.
Dan hasn't stood up for himself, so maybe you were right about that.
48.
Ooh, Trevor with an ace.
Here we go. Let's rumble in the jungle.
Call. All in on the call.
All in call. Ace deuce versus ace king. Trevor's lived here tonight. We're getting it in bad and winning. See if he can do it one more time.
Looking for a little ducky. I don't think these guys are going to give anything
We can
away.
No. Oh, there's the deuce.
So sick. King or Jack?
Wow.
So ill.
He has lived there tonight. That's
So
like the third
ill.
or fourth time, I think.
It's
Wow.
not as good as him, so can I just match him up? I'll grab the yellows first. Oh, okay. I guess I do have to count. It's 5.
Okay, while our dealer counts out the chips here.
16.
We are planning to interview both players tonight. As it stands now, looks like Trevor's got a pretty overwhelming chip lead, so we'll probably do Chris first, interview him. So you remaining stragglers, you guys that are pot committed in the chat room, you have any questions for Chris? Flood them my way, and I'll do my best to answer any of those. And same for Trevor, once he gets done. Man, it's weird to say my name over again. But yeah, Chris is still alive. Doubles up twice. We're back to even, but until then, we'll see what happens.
What's that? I just say nice pot.
Yeah, we're about 7-1 chip lead here. It's a pretty big chip lead, but I've seen it done before.
I don't think I moved the button to.
That is correct.
Small, big.
Man,
And the
that
blinds
was,
are up.
that was a fast level.
Trevor's card. Oh, sorry. You got him? Yep.
Trevor with the 9-10.
Oh, really? I think 9-10 is just get it in and have a good time.
I have you for less than what you have.
Me?
Chris, yeah.
What blind level are we going to, Mark?
15-3.
18.
18
Did they just say we're
15 and 3,000.
okay? The blinds are not 1836. They're going to be 15 and 3000. I don't know.
I'm not sure if we anticipated going this high.
Well, and skipping the break might have messed things up too.
An all in.
What did you say you had roughly?
18.
This is a tweener.
You should have about 60.
Yeah, 62.
Chris helping him out. What he has left. So Chris has 18. So he has 5 big blinds. So I mean, I think you have to almost call everything. You just have to gamble. I think it's at that point you just have to gamble. I mean, I don't understand you get the chip lead, you don't want to give it up. Gamble.
Maybe he's thinking on a level beyond what I'm able to think on, but I probably would have had to play that hand.
That's not right. They didn't move the button.
Okay, we fold.
Or did they? They did. My bad. Ooh, cookies sound delightful right now.
I'm starving.
I'm on like a no chocolate, no ice cream thing right now, and
Where do you work?
And they should.
I work at an ice cream store.
I've gotten it in bad.
But
Say, that's kind of hard.
but what's up, Mike? Thanks for the follow. So here's what I do. Like every night I go home.
I can't see it.
420. Take it, dude. Please be my friend.
And a call.
We've got
All in a
all
call.
in a call.
Oh, 6s and 8s. Let's see if Crust can Crust. Yeah, we'll see if Crust can suck out.
Yeah,
Let's see if
let's
Chris can.
Return the favor.
That's what I'm trying to say. Don't you guys use plates for dealer buttons? Slow motion for you. No one punched anything yet, so I think Atra's still in the lead.
10?
Yeah, exactly.
10 would.
10 would chop it up. No, it wouldn't.
7 would. No. Neither one.
Neither one. We're fake. We're rooting for fake outs.
All right, that'll be it.
Who predicted 11:48? Who did? Anyone?
Just off. I had
Mind
11:42.
just a Picture real quick.
Somebody got 11:47 there.
Somebody's making up lies. So anywho, talking about my new diet, I have a really big problem with. I go home, I watch my shows, which sounds like I watch soap operas, but I don't. I watch real shows, and I just get like a pound of chocolate and like a liter of milk, and then I just go crazy. But I have to really knock that kind of stuff off.
Yeah, you look terrible.
Well, here's the thing. I bought a new suit the other day. Attention chat room, bought a new suit. And it's a little tight, a little snug in my waist. So I got to cut a few calories and make it happen. Paul, can you see?
Not really. I pulled my hat down because I was laughing so hard on that comment I made earlier.
That hat's riding low. So I need to wear a hat. I'm getting these like permanent wrinkles in my forehead. But anywho. So I think we're going to have Chris work his way back here. Talk to him for a few minutes, and then after that we'll have our champion. I guess it's gonna be some Trevor on Trevor action here in a little bit.
Well,
we're gonna get Chris saddled up here. Hopefully he doesn't knock me out, because I mean I'd be tilted if I was in his shoes. So
it's been a lot of fun.
We'll see what happens.
See you all next week.
See you later, Paul. Cream pie. Are you connected?
And I said before that, I said he's been living on the edge here all night. He's got it in bad like 4 times and stuff.
Come on in, Chris. Saddle up, my friend. We'll do this quick and painless, because who wants to talk about that crud? So you battled. You battled hard. You were down low. Yeah. You came back. You were fighting both hands, bringing roundhouses. You get it in beautifully.
Yeah,
stupid turn card.
What else can you say?
Isn't it better than a flop? Just get it out of the way. At least the pains is, just guillotine style. It's like you're done with. But so obviously, I think you played great. Second place, nothing to sneeze at. Make a few bucks, put in your pocket. But this is second time, right? Third time?
Yeah,
second time
last
here?
week I played.
Last week, yes, with the Bart Hansen show. So I'm guessing you're probably feeling pretty comfortable coming and hanging out tonight with us?
Absolutely.
You actually kind of had like a weird spot. So obviously you had Mandalay on your left.
Right.
Could steal a ton. But then you had Trevor. So like on your button, like it'd be his big blind. And it seemed like you guys had a bunch of spots where like you wanted to steal, but he wouldn't let you.
Yeah.
It was
he kept going all in.
Very unfriendly of him.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I never saw his hand once, so I have no idea what he had.
I feel like for the whole night there was like very little showdowns.
Yeah.
I was trying to think back, like unless there was an all-in moment, like there was hardly ever like, oh, here's what I have.
Yeah, it's pretty standard tournament play.
Did you have like a certain game plan going into the night, or just kind of like
Not really, just
feel
adjust.
it out and see what happens?
Yeah. Actually, Mandalay being on my left wasn't all that great. I mean, you could steal a lot, but she was short stacked, so you'd expect her to shove kind of wide.
I think it's like one of the weirdest dichotomies of poker is like she's short and tight, so it's like you don't like you obviously don't want to show up with like the 8 deuce, like just raising buttons like nonstop, but then like but she folds so much a high percentage. It's like it's such like a weird spot. But I was talking with Matt when he busted out, like it seemed like you guys were like re-raising each other a ton, but it didn't stop you from raising initially. Like you guys were still raising small, still raising buttons. And even though like buttons and small blinds were like shipping in your faces, you just didn't stop. I mean, it shows the show that like aggression shouldn't stop just because someone plays back once or twice.
I slowed down a little bit when Trevor 3-bet me a few times when I was on the button, but I mean, you can't stop doing it.
Well, because then you're completely exploitable.
Yeah,
they basically won the
basically.
game at that point.
Yeah.
Like they know like if you're raising, you have it. If you're folding, you're just walking away.
That's why it was kind of tricky playing him heads up, because we had that weird dynamic the whole night.
So what was that like, to win this seat, to win this prize versus, second place? Second place is decent money, but were you really looking forward? Was like just like your main avenue to play the tournament for the horseshoe?
No, I'll probably buy in still. I was planning on buying in regardless, so thought I'd take a shot here.
Sure. Well, at least now you have a nice little chunk leading up to it to save a little bit of money.
Yeah. Last week's 2-5 game, and then this, I think that's about
I think you're
It's
pretty much
about the
covered.
1500,
I
yeah.
think you're covered. Well, Chris, thank you so much for hanging out with us. Congratulations on the second place finish. And when you do go play, do you have a Twitter handle? People can follow you if you want to send out some updates?
I don't really even know what it is, though.
We'll get back to you guys. We'll figure it out what it is. And we'll if you guys follow us on Poker on Air, we'll tweet out Chris's handle. That way you can follow him during the tournament and hear all of his updates. But thank you so much.
All right,
we're going to get our champion in here and have a little talk with him.
Okay, thanks.
You got it.
It's getting hot in here.
Welcome, Trevor.
Hey,
I'm Trevor.
what's going on? I see you at the meetings.
Yes.
The secret handshake.
Yeah, of course. He knocked 3 times. Oh, wait, I can't say it. So, anywho, congratulations, sir.
Thank you.
Well done. Epic battle, heads up. You guys are both fighting tooth and nail. Even when it was 4-handed, it was crazy. I mean, we pulled the chip counts up on the screen. I think it was a 500 amount difference between all 4 of you. So, obviously at that point, blind's getting pretty high. Gamble a little bit, but you prevailed, and you came out on top to win your seat to the Horseshoe 1500. You pretty excited about that?
Very excited. Yeah, I've had that on the calendar for a while.
Circled real big, and I can circle it in permanent marker. It's it's a done deal now.
4 less tournaments to have to travel to if they keep their word.
That's
keep
right.
it quarterly. So
Absolutely.
it's excited to finally have something here in Cleveland that we can
Definitely.
play.
So you mentioned how often do you travel then?
Once or twice a month. I try to play about 20 or 25 $1,000 to $1,500 events per year.
Cool. Do you go complete national? Are you all over the United States or?
Yeah, kind of all over the U.S.
Do you have a favorite place to play, or is there?
Well, there are some good places to. I just good structured tournament is kind of what I look for. I play a lot on the Heartland Poker Tour.
The Alan Kessler approved structures.
I don't like. Yeah, well, no, he's under the. That's the mid stakes.
Is that where you guys at now?
He's on the mid stakes, but Alan kind of tweets out the softer field. So now on the HPT there are a lot of pros where maybe a year and a half ago there weren't.
Yeah, it does seem that they've I won't say dropped down, but they kind of heard the news these fields are pretty soft, kind of a cash grab. Let's go down there. Just if you have a good edge on the field, might as well get in there and have at it.
Kessler's going to the Hollywood Poker Opens now. I've seen him in Toledo. I've seen him one other place that we played too. So now that'll probably be the next group where we'll start seeing Aaron Massey.
Where Kessler goes, people will follow.
That's right, exactly.
So let's talk about tonight's game. Obviously you started off kind of short. That 10's hand that you ran into queens early on.
I should have folded the turn.
It was tough. I mean, obviously super gross board, seven high board. I'm guessing you didn't know Matt from anybody. You're trying to figure him out. Is he double barreling ace king? Or your 10's good. So obviously I cut you down pretty low, which kind of forced you to kind of tighten up. But once you doubled up, you realize you were at a certain point, 7-6 handed. It's time to ratchet it up. Can you kind of talk more about that?
I think it's fairly. It's just your stack size play and your hand ranges, and it was just when I was down to 10 or 15 big blinds, it's fairly easy at that time on what you need to do.
Your cards kind of make up your mind for you.
They do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think on that 10's hand though, I should have folded the turn just because a hand earlier he had checked the turn when he had just ace high. So when he 2-barreled twice, and honestly, I wasn't thinking stack sizes at that time. And if I had, I think I either needed to. I think I'm pretty much almost committed on the river. I got really lucky that he checked the river. So that was a big mistake tonight.
But I guess you did have your share of luck tonight.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, you got to know what.
3 times?
Ace Jack versus Jacks, and you spiked the ace on the river. Or
no, I flopped the flush draw.
Oh, that's right. Flopped the flush draw.
And then I caught the diamonds. At that point, I had 12 to 15 big blinds, and that spot. I don't know that player's name, but
Chuck. Yeah.
Chuck. So he had been opening fairly wide, and then
wide and often. Yes, sir.
Right. So wide and often. So I thought it was with his hand range that it was a good squeeze spot and a good spot to shove. He just happened to finally have a premium hand.
Yeah, I think he lost the previous 2 hands and lost a pretty good chunk of his chips, and it just seemed like a tilt raise. I think he actually sized it bigger to look like a tilt raise. I think with the impression of I don't have anything. Turns out he did. You had a couple outs. Got there, no big deal.
Yeah.
It's poker, whatever.
Exactly.
Then obviously the big hand heads up, ace king versus ace 2.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
You guys are averaging what, like 15 blinds at that point?
Yeah,
Maybe even less than that.
We were
I mean,
small.
it was pretty short.
He had folded to numerous shoves earlier, and then having a blocker in my hand, so I thought it was a good spot to shove. But when he insta called, I knew I was in trouble.
Yeah, you were in bad shape.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, regardless, congratulations. Obviously, you played great. It was awesome watching you, having someone that that travels the circuit, plays all these games, to sit here on our table. Honor for us. Wish you all the luck in the future, and super good luck at the quarterly 1500 at the Horseshoe. Do you have a Twitter handle people can follow you at?
Just I think under my name, Trevor Renner.
Okay, Trevor Renner, that works.
Nothing difficult.
So if if he's going deep in the Horseshoe 1500, follow him on Twitter, give him some love, give him some retweets and some favorites.
Definitely.
But yeah, we have our last little bit of our Dani Stern interview, so hang tight for that. But other than that, we'll see you guys on next Tuesday for Rubber City Poker. I'm Trevor. He's also Trevor.
I'm Trevor.
And we'll see you next week. Have a good night.
If you and your friends would like to play at the Poker on Air Penthouse Studio and have your game broadcast to the world, just give us a call. Your friends or league can rent our studio and play on our brand new custom-built RFID poker table, while we capture all the fun and action using 7 high-definition cameras and our live stream studio switcher. Play live while our commentators call all the action and bring your game to life. So if it's your league's final game of the season, or you and some friends just want to have fun, the Poker on Air studio is available to you. We can even take our show on the road and broadcast live from your event or casino. The graphics and sponsors on this custom traveling table can be changed to meet the needs of your event. Even better, if you would like a custom RFID table built for you or your venue, or would like to become a Poker on Air Broadcast City franchise, we can help you with that request as well. For more information, just give us a call at the number on your screen or email us at producer@pokeronair.com. Poker on Air, let's deal you in.
Hey guys. Welcome back, everybody. We're going to finish up our interview with Dani Stern, ask him what's happening up this coming summer at the World Series of Poker and what else he has on the agenda. So with that being said, Dani, do you have a full slate this year at the WSOP?
Yeah, I'll be there the whole time. After last year, I kind of said, I'm done going to the World Series for the whole time. I'm never going to do that again. It's too much. Then every year the schedule comes out. I'm like, oh, I have to play everything. Like I have to go from. So it kind of happens like that every year. But online games are usually pretty dead during the summer because everybody's at the World Series. So I don't feel like I'll be missing out too much on online action if I come to Vegas. So I'll play a lot of cash in Vegas and play a lot of tournaments. So I'll stay.
I assume the games are pretty good during those few months. The live games, the live cash games.
Yeah, they're okay. They're not like there's nothing like. I mean, it's mostly like a collection of grinders that come to play, so it's nothing like insane. But yeah, the games are good. I think they're softer than the games I play online, so I'm happy to play some. Probably play some like 50, 100, and 100, 200 PLO during the summer, something like that.
Cool. So I guess leading up to WSOP, is Scoop a good warm up for you? Did it kind of like get you used to like some different field sizes and how to kind of attack MTTs?
Yeah, I mean this like month and a half or this 3-month period every year is really crazy because it's the same thing every year. I go to Monte Carlo for EPT Grand Final where there's like bunch of huge buy-in tournaments that I'm playing. There's a 100K, 50K, 25K, several 10Ks, a bunch of 5Ks. So there's like a shit ton of action there.
Yeah. It's fine. No worries.
And then right after that, Scoop starts. It ends on a Saturday, so I leave, or like Saturday I leave, I get back home, and then Sunday is the first Sunday of Scoop, and then Scoop lasts 2 weeks, and then right after Scoop ends, 2 days later is the first event of the World Series. So it's just like bam, 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 one after another of like a lot of buy-ins, and I'll probably I'll end up playing a ton of poker in that in that like 3-month period, which I'm very happy about. And yeah, I'll definitely be like, by the World Series, I'll definitely be like in the swing of things with MTTs for sure.
So I guess the next question is, at the end of the WSOP, RES putting on the 500K super high roller. Any thoughts on participating in that?
Yeah, I'm probably not going to play. I'm not planning any plans to at this point, but like I said, the next 3 months are like an insane amount of action. So, I mean, maybe if I go on a year, I'll reconsider. Also, I'll wait and see like what the field's going to look like. Like if the field starts looking like it's like a must-play tournament, then maybe I'll change my opinion and see like how much action people are buying and things like that. I'm staying flexible, but I'd say I'm not a favorite to play.
Okay.
Obviously, poker takes up a large amount of your time. Are there any other hobbies or interests that you have that our fan base might be interested to know?
I like cooking. I spend a lot of time cooking when I can. That's one of my big hobbies. I like scuba diving. I do a lot of scuba diving, or at least I did when I was living in Mexico. I'm in Vancouver now, where the water is a little bit too cold.
Not quite ideal
I can't go. Yeah, so I probably won't go scuba diving for a little while. I'll have to make a trip to do that. But I play a lot of poker.
Awesome. Nothing wrong with that.
That is where I spend most of my time.
So before we let you go, I do have to ask this question. So I watched your highlight reel the other day, your top 5 moments against Phil Hellmuth on the PokerStars Big Game. And I guess my biggest question is, was Phil being legit? How much of it was he playing to the cameras? Did you guys have any previous history? And I guess overall, how was that experience?
I don't really think Phil is acting when he's going on when he's having a fit. I don't think it's an act. I think it's some sort of like pathological problem that he has.
That's a good way to put it.
I wouldn't call it an act. It's more like an episode. And yeah, I don't know. I can't quite explain him psychologically. But it's real. It's like there's venom there. It's not just a show. But he gets over it and he apologizes after sometime, not always. Yeah, he's kind of a weird guy. I don't really know what to make of him. But he's had so many of those moments that he doesn't even know that happened.
I'm sure he loses track. Like, he has no idea that like you were like the latest victim at that point. But the funny part was like if anyone wants to watch it, just YouTube Dani's turn versus Phil Hellmuth on the Big Game. Was Negreanu just constantly being the catalyst and making it worse? It seemed like on each hand. From my perspective, it was hysterical.
They didn't even show half of it on they edited a lot down. Like after the big hand that we played, where he like lost it on me, where he started screaming at me.
Mm-hmm.
Because the dealer is it's a TV set, right? And the dealer is a real dealer, but he has like an earpiece and he's like listening to producers. Like sometimes because he has to like say the cards out loud so the producers know what all this stuff that they do. You guys probably know about this. And like sometimes he clearly tell the dealer like stop dealing when people were like we were in a heated argument or whatever, and the dealer just stopped shuffling, stopped dealing that. And it went on for like 3 minutes of like no cards being dealt. And Negreanu was just constantly egging him on and just like sticking a needle in, just trying to get him hot. And it actually was like a much bigger ordeal than they made it seem. They edited a lot of stuff out. It was not exactly the way it happened, but that's just TV. Where it goes.
Yeah. I think it'd been fun to see some of the cutting room floor stuff, but even the stuff we did see was pretty hysterical.
Dani, we like to give all of our guests an opportunity to promote anything or anything you would like our followers and fans to know. Maybe if you want to give out your Twitter handle, if anyone would like to follow you, or if you got any projects on the works that you'd be interested in sharing with our group.
I don't have anything to promote really. I mean, my Twitter is @3Lansky. You can follow me if you want, or not. I don't really care. I don't care too much about how many Twitter followers I have.
And that's perfectly fine as well. We just want to provide that opportunity. We thank you
it's up
for.
To you.
Oh, great. We thank you for coming on Poker on Air. I mean, we're a fledgling poker show, and it's people like you who are willing to come and chat with us for a little while that are keeping our fans and bringing new fans into our production here. So appreciate the time that you've given us tonight, and we offer you good luck in the World Series coming up.
Thanks for having me, and I'm happy to come back anytime. And I wish you guys best of luck with the show.
Thank you very much, Donnie.
Thanks, Donnie.
On that note, we are going to head back out to the action on the table and see what's happened with our players.
All right.